Hi, you guys. My name is Rhonda. I help inspiring writers who desire to become authors, teach them ways on how to market their book, how to get established, and teach them ways on how to be their own boss. So today I wanted to come with you with a video, something that will encourage you. I had did a video before, but for some reason it will not load. So I wanted to make sure I come back and share this video in hopes that it will encourage somebody who's watching it. So a while back, I had posted a video and I pretty much talked about like vision planning and how important it is. And for those of you who may wonder, what is a vision board? Vision board is pretty much something that you put down, like things you may want or needs that you may say, hey, one day I want to take a trip to Hawaii. So you may get a picture of Hawaii. You may get the word Hawaii. You can even go into details. You can put at Hawaii such and such the location. You can put the hotel you want to stay. You can put like the emotions you want to feel. I know somebody told me put a picture of you on there, so letting your vision board know this representing you, put you in the center of it. And it's just different things you can put on there, what kind of career you want, where you see yourself in the next 5 to 2 years. You can put like your goals on there. It's so much things to do, but I think it's just so encouraging because like doing vision boards, it just kind of helps you. It's almost like your prayer list, sort of like in the movie of The War Room where she had the list of all her prayers and when it was answered. So like me, I like to keep my vision board and put the date on there when it happened. And one of the amazing things is I do the vision board and sometimes like my prayers is quickly answered. My vision board consists of things that I know God has promised me and told me. So I put it in my face and I put it on there so that way I can go back and to refer, Lord, this is what you said. So let me just tell you like one of the most exciting things that happened. So on the vision board, I had used this app. Oh, my iPad died. I thought I had it on the charger. So I'm gonna try to link the video in down below in the description. Just make sure you check it out. But in that video, I talked about like how I did this vision board. I put it for like some of my goals and things I wanted, like vacation wise. I put business wise. I said I wanted to kind of change up my style, like my fashion style, because I felt like I kind of fell off a little bit and I wanted to do something different. So one of the things I put on there, like you guys, I was not expecting this to happen. So one of the things was I said, Lord, when I get married, when it's time for me to get married, I want to at least, and like have kids as well, I want at least to have traveled around the world, like been exposed to different places, and just really say that I enjoy being single. Because a lot of times, I just want to share with you guys, single is not a curse. Just like they have marriage goals, there's single goals. And you know, sometimes single people want to be married and married people want to be single. But just like in the Bible, there's a time and season and purpose for everything under the sun. Time to be married, time to be single. So why not enjoy your singleness? Because trust me, marriage, and I know a lot of people don't like this word, the submission word, but wives, you have to submit to your husband, you know? That's in the Bible. And I don't care how much people try to debate about that. I don't debate when it comes to the word of God because debate from it. So that's not something I like to get in debate about. But just like a wife submits to her husband, ladies, single ladies, you submit to God. And even with submitting to God, you know, there's certain things he may tell you to do and don't do. Same with the married, but it's just your responsibility is kind of different, you know. And I know like we have to be content in, because you just never know. When you get married, you may have kids right away and you may have a lot of responsibility. And if you ain't travel now, if you ain't do some of the things that you wanted to do before you get married, I encourage you to do that. I'm not saying that when you get married, you're going to lose out on a lot of things. No, but I'm saying at least enjoy yourself while you're single. have some fun, you know, hang out with some friends, go to that restaurant by yourself, you know, have me dates. I do that all the time, like pamper me dates is what I call. And I may meet people. I have went out sometimes and I had me dates, like just going to restaurants, nice restaurants, getting dressed up, and celebrities was there, and they told me to come to their table, and they just wanted me to sit with them, and just we sat down and ate. So you just never know. You go out by yourself, who you'll meet. And so going back to this vision board, so I put on this vision board that, hold on, I don't know, what is this on my phone? So I put this on my vision board that I wanted to travel to some places, and one of the places on there was Bahamas, Nassau, Bahamas. And when I tell you, God did just that, and I did it a few months before. So prior to that, my cousin was saying, like, for her birthday, for her 30th birthday, we all said, like, for a big, like, milestone or anything like that for our birthdays, we want to kind of do something different. And she was saying, like, I forgot which part in Africa she wanted to go to, and I knew that was going to be like hours. And me, like, I don't like sitting on a plane for too long. 3 hours is the most I ever done, and 3 hours I kind of want to stick to. But you know, I still want to travel one day, have the courage to travel for that long. But she was saying Africa. This was like months before, like, I did my vision board. And then I decided, no, she said she wanted to do Africa. And then probably like 2 months before she changed her mind and said it, I had did my vision board, which I did a virtual vision board where I did it through the app. And I was like, okay, she had changed it. And she was like, we're going to do Nassau, Bahamas. She found this place, which we stayed at this hotel Margarita, which I'm going to show you guys the pictures in there. The place looks exactly how it looks on the website. So we went, she was like, we're gonna go to Nassau, Bahamas. I was like, okay, fine. You know, I never been there before. You know, anybody who familiar with Bahamas know that it's very known for conch. For y'all who don't know what conch is, look it up. It's a seafood, it's chewy. And some people don't like it because of the texture. I'm from Florida, so most people from Miami, Florida, you know, they know what conch is. So we love conch. We love conch fritters, conch salad. If you ever go to Bahamas, they do different things with the conch. They do stew conch. They do what they call cracked conch, which is pretty much still the same thing as fried conch, but it's really, really good. And their food is different. So I was like, okay, we can go there. And I don't know, it didn't take until closer to the date when it was maybe like a week or two. I just happened to look at my iPad, which is where I have my pictures at with my virtual vision board. And I looked and I was like, oh my gosh, God, this is the place where I wanted to go, and I put it on there. You guys, on this vision board, I put the place that I wanted to. I put Nassau, Bahamas. I put the emotions that I wanted to feel. I had found a picture with a group of women, and we were like in our robes and different things and just having a good time. I put on there, I wanted to be relaxed. I wanted to create memorable moments and just have a good time. And what else did I put on there? Oh my gosh, I just put on there that my emotions, I wanted to be at peace. And I put that on there, and 2 weeks before, I was like, oh my gosh, I literally just put this on my vision board like 2 months, and look where we're going. Like, God, you did this. So I was just so amazed. I was like, when we get there, I got to blog about this and encourage somebody that God is faithful who promised. He will do exactly what you pray for, as long as it's according to his will, and he will do exactly what he said. He's faithful. It's just trusting his timing when it's going to happen. And we get there, you know, I had to fly Fort Lauderdale and Miami and go to Bahamas. You guys, the flight going to from Fort Lauderdale to Bahamas, it literally like you're going up and you're coming back down 40 minutes. The ride was very smooth and I was just excited. We get there and we didn't know like can't wait to get up. Got the time mixed up. So we got there kind of early. We got there kind of like 12 p.m., which was good because, you know, sometime around that time, Spirit was kind of delaying some of the flights and canceling some of the flights. So we wanted to make sure we at least got there on time because we didn't want to be late. You know, we didn't want to miss out on our trip. So we get there early and we get to Bahamas. We get to Margaritaville Hotel. They welcome us in. We're taking pictures. I'm like, this is so beautiful. And the guy was like, well, you guys got here too early. Check-in is not to 3 p.m. So I'm used to hotels. When you go to hotels, even if you get there early, oh, I'm sorry, getting hiccups. And even if you get there early, some hotels will try to find a room and get you in there. But of course, you know, around that time, there were people who were not checking out. And you know, sometimes people go party, they get drunk or just sick and they may not check out on time. So it kind of delays the process for somebody else who's trying to check in. So he was like, you're gonna have to wait till 3 o'clock. So I'm thinking, you know, maybe it might be early, but we literally waited till 3 o'clock, sitting in the lobby first. We went to go sit by the pool. And it was just very beautiful scenery. And then we came back in because it started to rain. And I was like, Lord, please don't let it rain the entire trip. But we still had fun. It probably rained like for 2 days and then it stopped. And we go back into the lobby. So we're sitting down. Of course, my sister, she's working. Me and my cousin, we just on our phone browsing. We're trying to, you know, waste some time and trying to hope time go by fast. And we're sitting there falling asleep. Like, I'm like, you know, I don't want to fall asleep in this lobby. Like, I want to be comfortable in the room, like lay down in the bed, you know. So we all kind of getting a little agitated, you know, like when my cousin go ask them like, hey, when will this, you guys be finished? Like, is there anything open, any update? And the guy was like, I'm still working on it. And then we see other people getting their rooms who went out to the pool area because they had got in the same time. I think they were on the same flight as us and they had just finally got their room. So my sister, she said something. She was like, you guys, you know what? Let's just be patient because you don't know what God has for us. And I was like, something in my spirit just settled because I'm like, you know what, you're right. God is good and we got to be patient. You know, I know a lot of times we may pray, Lord, help me, God, to be patient. And then when we put in those situations, like we don't and put to test, we fail. So I was like, okay, Lord, be patient. We sat down probably maybe like 20 minutes after the guy comes to us and say your room is ready. They started giving us our little wristband, you know, where you scan the wristband to go upstairs and go in your room. So we get there and it's 2 buildings. So I'm thinking it's all connected. It's 2 buildings. One is for just the standard rooms and one where they got the hotel suites. So he walking us across. I'm like, okay, we're going on the other side. Okay. So we get up there and you guys, when I'm telling you, God is truly amazing because they gave us the hotel suite. We paid so it was me, my sister, my cousin, and my sister friend went on a trip. So we were just gonna get one room with 2 beds because 2 of us are gonna sleep on each bed because we're gonna be out and about. So we didn't wanna, you know, get separate rooms when we may not be in a room often, just a waste of money. When I tell you they upgraded our room for how long we waited till the suite and they did not change the price. You open this door.
That's why I was like, oh, we gonna be patient.
How the door open?
Shanice's 30th birthday celebration.
When I tell you, those who wait on God, when my sister said that, and I'm like, it was just a peace of mind that I just experienced in that moment when she said that. Like, she was like, she just out of the blue just said, you never know what God had for us. And literally, God upgraded us to the suite. Our room was amazing. We had a kitchen. We had 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, which is awesome. And we had the beautiful scenery. Like, now it was a little thing because with a boat. At, the boats beeping the horn, but it was still beautiful. And we had outside where they had like a little dining chair so we could have sat out and ate breakfast, and they had the little beach chairs and just set out the view. Like, I love the hotels that have the balconies. I think it's just so beautiful. You have your robe on and just sitting out and looking out. And like the scene that they picked, it was just like ocean view. I was just totally amazed. Like, God, you really did this. And we went. Out to some of the most beautiful places. So anybody looking to go to Bahamas, is like, we got there, the people were like, where y'all from? We were like, we're from Miami. They was like, oh, we're neighbors, because Miami, Bahamas, they're pretty close, And a lot of people from Bahamas moved to Miami and different things like that. So I'm used to like a lot of people from the islands and everything. So we get there, we go to this place, I think it's called the Tiki Bar, and I couldn't find a picture online, but it was really, really nice. The guy welcomed us, and he was like, hey, they're from Miami, and they just made a little shouting music, like cheering us on. We had ended up, me trying fried conch for the first time. It was really, really good. And then later that day, we just went to where it's called the fish fry. So the fish fry is like this place, like where Margaritaville hotel is. That's considered like downtown Bahamas. And at the fish fry area, they have a lot of food eateries. We end up going to Goldie's. It was really, really good. Like, what I like, and I get excited when I go to places and they're right next to the water and they go and fish and get the seafood out and clean it. Like, I love stuff like that. So like where we were sitting at, like we were sitting close by the water and we saw the people, getting the conch out the water, cutting and cleaning. So I was like, okay, I know this fresh. So I love stuff like that. So, and the food was amazing. And then the next day, where else did we go? We went out to some different places close by the hotel, like for breakfast, amazing. Oh my gosh, where did we go next? We went to the beach. We went to one of the local beaches. I forgot the name of it. The local beach, it was nice. It had my sister friend, his brother and his wife lived there, and she kind of took us out with her family. We had a good time. The local beach had a lot of seaweed. Oh, forgive me if you hear that noise. It's a car passing in the neighborhood. But the local beach had a lot of seaweed and a lot of those little white birds. I forgot what they're called. And it was just literally too much. Like we sitting down in the sand trying to eat, and they literally just coming everywhere.